here with me on Owl. This is Nikademis. Do you want to say your full government
What's
name?
up? What's up? My name is Nick. I'm Nikademis. Stoked to be here at Goldrush.
Yeah, I know. It's Apollo D's playing right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah.
So we came in right when it was a little bit into your set. There was some traffic, so I wish I could have saw the
Yeah, we
beginning.
hit the traffic too. Yeah.
Yeah, but you started with a remix of Choi Boy. But the first song I saw was a Choi Boy remix, and you put a lot of classics in there. Just take us through how you built this set specifically.
Yeah, you know, like I grew up kind of like through my teen years with all the classics of EDM, and like, you know, I don't really play any of the original of that stuff, but all of the vocals are so iconic, and it's like such a big part of like what influenced me to get into electronic music. So even though it's, you know, hard-hitting bass music, melodic bass, dubstep, I still try to incorporate that stuff any way I can because it just feels authentic to me, and it's, you know, what I fell in love with first.
That's awesome. Yeah, I saw you stand on the table and get the crowd going. That's the biggest crowd.
Yeah. I usually don't hop up on the table, but I was like, just the energy here is so crazy, and I was so grateful that even though, you know, it was earlier in the day, so many people showed up. It was dope.
That's awesome. I was gonna ask, how are you doing with pants here?
Oh, it's terrible. So bad. I forgot to pack shorts, and I'm dying. So
luckily you're doing you're filming for, or you're not filming, sorry, you're playing for Subtronics tomorrow, right?
Yeah, going to Atlantic City to play at the Pool After Dark, supporting Subtronics. So yeah, right out of here, right after this.
I love that shit. You're setting and going. It's awesome, because when I first met you, and I saw this interview that you did, was at Goldrush, was at Groove Cruise.
Yeah,
and you were talking to Elaine, and I heard a lot about your story, you know, growing up with a lot of, you know, surgeries and all that stuff. And I don't mean to switch the direction so much.
No, you're good.
How have you, since Groove Cruise, and I guess lately, how have you been feeling, and how has that helped you become a better artist, do you think, just going through that adversity?
Yeah, you know, it's tough, because even though I'm doing a lot better than I was, like I'm not going through any intense procedures or anything like that, it's still, you know, I still have to be on top of my health and everything, and sometimes when you're, you know, running around playing all these shows and stuff, it's tough too. So you know, I think that going through that period of my life helped build the character to deal with the, you know, difficulties of this industry that, you know, we can face sometimes. But yeah, I'm grateful that there were options for me to get healthy, because you know, I think it gave me a perspective too that, like, you know, our time on this earth is limited. We never know what's going to happen next, and to go after what I wanted, you know, to go after what I love. So
yeah, what is it you want?
What was that?
What is it that you want?
I want to make this thing as big as I can to hopefully get back to people one day. That's always been my goal. You know, I love the music, and I hope that right now it's impacting people on a day-to-day basis, and I just want to help as many people as I can with it. So
yeah, have you heard the phrase music heals?
It does. It really does. Like, I remember sitting in a hospital bed and watching, you know, old music videos of like EDM songs and listening to stuff every day, and it really just, like, it helped get me through those times. So yeah.
Heck yeah. It's been amazing to see, even just this year, your growth, because, I mean, Groove Cruise was I guess at the beginning of this year, time is going so fast.
Okay.
Time's just going really fast, and it's crazy to see you go from, like, you know, 5 people in the atrium at like 4 a.m. to opening Goldrush. That's the biggest opening crowd I've seen here at this festival.
Yeah. That's awesome to hear. That's super dope.
Serious. It was awesome to see. And this is, I guess, more of a podcast style, more storytelling. So I wanted to, you've done plenty of interviews, so I wanted to throw this in here at the beginning-ish, but what is a topic that you would want to talk about more that you don't think you've gotten a chance to yet?
You know, I think it would be with my health stuff that I went through, and I don't like to harp on it too much because I'm always afraid of it sounding like a sob story of sorts, and I don't want it to sound like a sob story because I don't want anyone to feel bad. Like, I'm I'm in a great position now. Like, my health is so much better than it used to be, but I just want people to like be able to hear the story that, you know, I was someone who was like down and out. I had like these serious chronic conditions, like my lung collapsed when I was 15, and then I had ulcerative colitis, like really bad irritable bowel disease. I had like 5 surgeries between junior and senior year of high school, and you know, it feels like just yesterday because it was such like an intense period of my life, but you know, there's a lot of other people who are in even worse situations, and just like at the lowest of the low, whether it be with physical health or mental health. And I want people to know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel if you just keep, you know, a positive attitude and like believe that you're gonna see the, you know, the next day, and you can make something really, really great out of, you know, the toughest times. So yeah.
Yeah, thanks for sharing all that. And I mean, you have to reflect on your past in order to, you know, see a good future.
Yeah.
You brought up the power of belief. I wanted to expand on that a little bit. How has that shaped, and how have you adapted to when you weren't feeling as positive?
Yeah, it's like I still get discouraged quite a bit, and it's like something that I think a lot of us naturally deal with in the music industry. There's a lot of, you know, high highs and low lows, but if you just continue to believe and every time you get knocked down you just get back up, like there's really nothing that can stop you, you know. And just the little things, try to brush them off the best you can, and even the things that are a big deal, you know, you take everything one situation at a time, and if you believe you can do it, you can do it. So yeah, I think you just gotta never stop, you know, never stop if you want something.
Yeah, did you ever think that when you were lying in that hospital bed, you know, after a couple of your surgeries, that you would be opening for Goldrush and then Sotronics the day after? Like, how did you get that jump? That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's insane. It's surreal. Like, you know, like you said, just since Groove Cruise, like how much has happened. I'm so grateful for it. And I certainly dreamed of it at the time, you know, and it was just a dream. Like, I was 15, just starting to produce music at the time. And, you know, here I am, and it's just like so insane that the journey it's been since then.
Yeah, 10 years of producing, right?
Yeah, so like I started when I was 15, just kind of messing around, and then it was, I guess, right before the pandemic, I started to take it like more seriously. But yeah, I would just come home from high school, like, and work on music, or my time off when I had like my medical stuff, I would just sit in my room and mess around, trying to learn. So
yeah, I really feel like you're a big student of the game. I've seen you wanting to help people because you've been involved in a lot of our open door sessions, and listening to demos, and really just help pass along the torch when you're still finding the torch too. So exactly. It's just, it's really awesome to see that you're wanting to help people so much. What's a piece of advice that's helped you over the years, do you think?
Something that I've like always tried to focus on is, you know, just put the music first. John Bellion is one of my favorite artists of all time, and in every interview he always just says, put the music first, everything else will fall into place. And I've just subscribed to that mantra so hard. And it's tough because there's so many different aspects of this now, between social media, creating content, there's so many different things to juggle, and you definitely have to, you know, focus on a lot of different things and not let one aspect go to the wayside. But I just think if you focus on the music first, a lot of the other things that you're looking for will fall into place.
Yeah. What does that look like to you? Does that look like downloading songs off a Beatport? Does that look like studying your library? Like, what is that aspect of, you know, putting the music first mean in your life?
For me, it was always on the production side, you know, on producing music. I mean, I never wanted to like jump the gun on playing shows or playing sets. I just I wanted to get the music to a point that I felt like I'm happy with this, and I feel like it's something that other people will enjoy, and then let the shows kind of fall into place. So yeah, that's what it looked like for me, and just focusing on trying to make the music better and better, and just enjoying it while I was doing it. You know,
that's the key.
Yeah,
enjoying
I love it.
Enjoying it while you do it.
Yeah,
I can sense a lot of positive attitude, pushing through the negatives, and I know we've had a few conversations, but it's nice to kind of dig deeper into that. And I think just a positive message, especially in the music industry right now, is really inspiring for a lot of people. What was I?
And I still struggle all the time.
Yeah.
And like one thing I will say is when I was younger, I used to be a huge like cup half emptyist. I was like such a negative Nelly all the time, and then eventually, you know, after all that medical stuff happened, and I got into therapy for a bit, and I was like, I can't live my life like this, and I kind of turned things around in terms of that mindset over time, I think, and I attribute like a lot of that mindset to being able to find any level of, you know, success in this. Yeah, I still have tough days for sure. Like, it's very easy to get down on yourself, but it's just recognizing like those days pass. You know, they do.
It's too shall pass.
Yes.
Yeah. I also noted you talked about a lot of things to juggle, a lot of things that you have to keep up with, especially as a rising artist in this industry. One thing that I've seen you, and you've excelled at a lot of things, but one thing I think that might be underrated that I've seen you really excel at so far is your social media strategy. I like, honestly, it seems small, but like the coloring of your posts, I think it's a really smart way to do it. You know, the bring them in with the black and white thumbnail, and then it's all colored. Like, is that something you came up with, or how did you come up with that sort of strategy?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I totally stole that from G. Jones. Like, back in the day, I saw his profile all black and white, and I was like, this is awesome, but I didn't really see anyone in like kind of the melodic bass scene doing this. And you know, I have since introduced a lot of color into my stuff. But yeah, just keeping the profile black and white, and a lot of the visuals still are black and white. It's just, I think, something to associate with the brand. And we're working on a lot of new visual aspects and animations with, you know, the logo and a panther figure to really expand on the brand and what, you know, people can associate with.
That's awesome. I just, and it's okay to, you know, take it from someone else. If it's working, then why not do it?
Yeah, no, and it was like a long time ago, like I just saw it and I was like, this is really cool. And, you know, he has definitely a very different visual aspect for me, but, you know, just for my photos I wanted to post, I was like, let me try it in black and white for a bit. And, you know, like I said, it's a lot more color now, but, yeah, I totally give him credit for that.
It's also funny because we're listening to Pauly D play right now, and we're having this like serious conversation, and he's playing just these throwbacks, and not everything has to be serious all the time.
I'm digging it. I'm vibing.
I don't know if you guys might not be able to see it, but the couch is literally vibrating with the bass that he's playing right now. Oh my god. We'll do another one in the future with lighter lights.
Yes.
We're doing what we can here, but it's been, I really lastly just wanted to touch on, I know in past interviews you've been asked and talked about, you know, your collaborations with various larger artists that have also sort of paved the way for people like you, and you're starting that path forward too. How are you now turning into making a name more for yourself? Like, I know that takes time and progress, but what are some steps you're taking to do that?
Yeah, I think it's about finding that balance between, you know, collaborating with people whose sound you love and bigger artists who can help kind of pull you up the totem pole a little bit, so to speak, and give you opportunities, but not forgetting to focus on your own originals and your own remixes. So yeah, I just try to find a balance of all those things. Like since the Slattered collab came out, I've dropped you know, 2 more singles, and it's gonna cascade into my first EP, which I'm super stoked about.
No way!
So yeah, it's been a long time coming. I'm really excited for it. So yeah, I think it's just about finding that balance of, you know, your own originals, because, you know, you have a collab with someone and then they see one name and then they see Nikademis, go to his profile and, you know, oh, let me see what he just has in terms of his own originals, and then they listen to that.
Yeah,
You know.
it's a good door opener, but then you're doing the work to follow through, and I've seen that happen. Especially even in your set, I heard some of your own originals that you played, remixes, and then some classics. I know I mentioned the Toy Boy one. Oh my gosh, I think you played. It was a Swedish House Mafia one, right? Maybe. Oh my gosh.
I can't even remember. Because the last 15 minutes I freestyled because I didn't realize I had extra time, so it's very possible there.
Yeah, Vinny was saying that you called the last song and then actually you were like...
Yeah, they told me I had 15 more minutes. I was like, all right. It actually ended up being really fun because I was like, let's keep it going, and everyone went crazy, so... So
did your set end up being almost 2 hours?
It was like 90 minutes.
You had the longest set I think I've seen on the set time so far.
It was sick. Yeah. So I planned for an hour and 15. Yeah, and then I was like, all right, let's do it.
Hey, Arizona would love to have him back. We have a lot of shows and festivals, and the last time you were here, you came out with Slander. So I think that was the premiere of your to collab, right?
Yep, it was here at Decadence.
Yeah, and how's it been? Like, what's it like playing here now on your own stage, and you're opening for the festival?
It's unbelievable, like super surreal. Getting up on that stage at Decadence with them was like dream come true, easily biggest stage I've ever been on, and then to be able to come back here, to the same place that they, host that event, and same crowd here in Arizona, that's just unbelievable. And the amount of people that showed up for me was just blown away.
Oh yeah, no, Arizona loves their melodic bass. I mean, we're big fans. We got a lot of our Neon Owl producers that are coming up love all the feedback and songs that you've made, and you've just made a huge impact with our organization and with yourself, and it's been great to see you grow. I'm kind of all out of questions. I think it's a good combo. I like that. Is there anything else that you wanted to talk about or break up before we wrap it up?
I don't know. I'm just like, I just think about since Groove Cruise, like, so much has happened since then, and it's just it's been an awesome journey, and I'm super grateful for it, and grateful for you guys and all the support as always, and like the way that Neon Owl provides this platform for me to kind of share my story and hopefully help out younger producers and industry people and just people in general is super awesome. It's like what I'm all about. So.
Yeah, it's been great, and I got involved with this organization after Groove Cruise. That also, I'm not a producer by any means, but I was inspired to help people like you to share your stories, and it's just been a great experience to see you thrive and grow. And I know some people are gonna be really hyped when they see this video. So like, wait, I've heard his song before. That's crazy. Yeah, it's great. And you're only gonna go up from here. But it's been great chatting with you. I know we'll see you again.
Thank you.
Probably sooner rather than later. But yeah, what's coming up next for you? What's the next event, next song?
So we got just more music plans, like more singles. Like I said, we got that EP that's coming out very soon, middle of this month, October. And yeah, we've got like just so many singles planned that we're trying to find a home for right now. So got a couple of cool collaborations, bunch of remixes, remix for Will Black, remix for Nurko, remix for Slander, all gonna be coming out hopefully within the next 3 months. So
got a remix for everybody.
Yeah, I'm just
never stop working.
Throwing them out there left and right. So.
Well, good luck tomorrow at your show. I'm excited to see it or hear about it, I guess. I wish we could go with, and that's all right. We'll see you soon. But this has been Neon Owl, Nikademis, and yeah, I think we're good.